Hello and welcome to this very quick video in which I'm going to explain some things that aren't explained in the Advancement tab or the Knowledge desk about the Datapack Skyblock Beyond. First things first, I want to mention that there aren't any wooden tools anymore. There are only flint tools, so keep that in mind. And if you want better tools than flint tools, you have to use the tool workshop. Yes, there are also wooden shears, which we can craft just like that. And those would, if we want to have better shears than those wooden ones, we have to do that in the tool workshop as well. So just simply create the pattern by clicking on the hammer here. You always have to click on the hammer, by the way, if you want to craft anything inside the tool workshop, and just put it in here and take any material and you will get better shears. Alright, then one important next thing would be, how do I get anything out of these barrels? For this you have to I have nothing anywhere, so let me quickly fill this up with water and create some clay. So I'm holding, for example, anything in my hand right now. Okay, that was a bad example. But I have to have an empty hand and click in the middle, and then I get the block out again. Alright, another thing about those barrels, you can fill them up automatically with, for example, a hopper. So just put cobblestone in here and it will fill the barrel automatically up. You can do this also from the side. Yeah, and this works too. You can, if you have a hopper underneath, you can also, it can also draw any blocks inside the barrel out again into the hopper, which is quite useful as well. Alright, then another thing, which really isn't anywhere explained, is the creation of the setup for the Superheat Smelter. So let me quickly remove the lava from here and build it completely up for once. So as we see, we need this square 3x3 of iron blocks. Then we have to build basically the cube, but we don't fill in the sides. Those sides are filled in with quartz pillars, 1, 2, 3, and the last side is reserved for the Superheat Smelter. The inside is empty, but we fill this up with lava, and if we do that, the Superheat Smelter can detect the entire structure, and if it's correct, it will display these flame particles. Alright, now that's that. Another thing, it's kind of explained but not really. If I want to traverse any longer distances with fluids, with a pipe network, so we need if we want to do that, we could technically do it by just stacking pumps on one over and over again, but this is quite expensive. It works and it's quite fast, but yeah, as I said, it's expensive and we don't want to do that. So instead, what we're doing is we just take some fluid pipes in between the two pumps, and if we now insert water in here, we can see the particles moving along the pipes and eventually make it to the end. Oh yeah, there was a bucket left over. Alright, so that's about the fluid pipes. Another thing, which isn't explained anywhere really, is about the power network connections. We could, for example, instead of connecting every machine directly with a power connector, so This of course works, but there's also another way of doing this by putting the power connector on top of a signal source block and connecting the signal source block with some copper wires to other signal source blocks on which we put our electric machines. You can see those green particles. This means that those machines have successfully been connected to the channel of this, which this power network is on currently. Okay, that's quite nice, I think, but of course you can just put a connector like this and it will connect the batteries as well. This works for all electric machines, by the way. Okay, another thing it's about, which isn't explained, is about the uranium processing. If we do something like that, we can turn the oak sapling in the middle to the other variants of the saplings, or we could turn sand into soul sand and dirt into soul soil. Another thing that is possible, but then we need uranium-235, we can turn the uranium-238 back into gloomy powder, so we can recycle this again. Alright, another one more thing. In general, the entire uranium situation isn't explained that well. Maybe I have to do something about that. However, the fission chamber does not produce power, it only produces heat if we put the nuclear fuel rods in. So yes, they deplete after a while. And if we do so, the fission chamber will heat up. It shouldn't exceed 2500 degrees because then it will explode. The fission chamber does work together with the thermodynamic generator, which will improve the power production of the thermodynamic generator, because then the temperature difference is even greater. All right, yes, about the temperature of the fission chamber, you can reduce it by putting ice around it or water or any cooling. Yeah. Alright, I think that's not it completely. One more thing. If you want to create those custom enchantments, for example mining XP, you need a book, a lapis block and the item. Drop it on a enchantment table and you will get the custom enchantment. If you want to upgrade a vanilla enchantment, you have to take the vanilla enchantment and the required item together with the with the not so high enchanted book from before, and you will get the improved one. Good. Okay, now I think I've explained the things that really aren't explained anywhere, because it's a little bit difficult to do that with the advancement tab or the knowledge desk. So thanks for watching and bye.